Hello and welcome. I'm John, your safety trainer, here with today's lesson on airborne contaminants. Before we begin, remember to sign off on your mobile device or online to receive credit for this training. If you feel the need to pause this video at any time to have a discussion, we encourage you to do so. Airborne contaminants can affect the health of any person working with or around equipment that could release high levels of contaminants exceeding the minimum exposure limits. Proper training on the equipment used, along with the safe work practices, should reduce the risk of illness and/or injury. This lesson will briefly cover how an employee can be exposed, health hazards, and safe work practices to follow. Employees can be exposed to airborne contaminants through inhalation, ingestion, skin absorption, or close contact with any material or substance at a specified concentration level. Exposure to the following types of air contaminants can be hazardous and should be avoided at all times: gases, fumes, mists, dust, and vapors. When it comes to health hazards, inhalation is the quickest and most direct route of entry, which makes it the most common type of exposure. Ingestion can occur by hand-to-mouth contact, and absorption occurs through the skin. Proper protection should be used when handling chemical substances or using machines with high potential of exposure. If exposed to air contaminants, the following injuries can occur: burns, rash, respiratory disease, short or long-term conditions, irritation, and vomiting. So what can you do to work more safely? Airborne contaminants can be avoided through well-educated employees who participate in safe work practices and that are fully aware of the health hazards exposure can create. Please keep in mind the following. Use protective equipment or other protective measures to keep the exposure of employees to air contaminants within the limits prescribed. The protective equipment used will be first inspected and approved for each particular use by an authorized, technically qualified person. Tests should be conducted on all internal combustion equipment exhausts in enclosed spaces to avoid high concentration exposure to employees. And avoid any exposure to asbestos or formaldehyde. In conclusion, creating a safe work environment is essential to the protection of the company's most valuable asset, the employees. Through training and daily safe work practices, the risk of exposure to any airborne contaminants can be decreased. Proper protection in the workplace can limit the amount of exposure as well. All proper precautions should be taken before and after each job or equipment used that has the potential to expose contaminants. If you have any questions about this lesson, please ask your supervisor. Once again, remember to sign off on your mobile app or online to get credit for this lesson. I'm John, your safety trainer, reminding you to be careful and stay safe out there. Thanks for watching.